The other day I went to the corner shop and it was a really, really hot evening. I bumped into my neighbour and the first thing she asked me was, "Oh, how are things going organising the school transport?" And we had the same conversation last year that both of our referrals have been turned down, even though both of our children go to special needs schools. Both of us remain in the same situation that we were in last year, and really so do our children. And yet we're in the same place of playing the same game. You know, I have to think about it. How many kids in my neighbourhood, literally doors from one another, have profound special needs? Why is this so insurmountable? Why does it feel like that? Why does it feel so complicated when, in a way, on a grassroots level, it all appears to be just so simple? But anyway, I await the fact that I've asked for the transport to be taken to stage one. I'm going to question the fact that the application was rejected, and I'm just waiting to hear about the next stage of that. So there you are. Oh, we all, like I say, live so close together. One of the mums, she has elected not to even bother with the hurdles of the applying for transport. She's chosen not to go the route of the hustle that's required. And I can understand it. And I see her walking her son in, her son who during the week in summer climbs on the top of the shed and calls out like the local shaman. And she's decided not to play the game. And so she walks him there and walks him back. Which leads, as a parent, to quite a narrow day. So where life is already very, very blocked in by responsibility, it's further blocked in, further limiting. But I get it. So that's where we are with the transport, just waiting to do the next hurdle. Yeah, and we've come to the end of the academic year with Tristan still having the same issues, still hearing voices that are never saying anything good. Even on the weekend, he said he felt like he was going to be removed from his body and put in somebody else's. And the voices only ever say negative things. And increasingly, his OCD's there, and I get it. He's soothing himself through it. Every move of a piece of packaging to put it in line, every object that he picks up and puts in a drawer is his way of just gaining a little bit of control over this. But anyway, yesterday the social worker came round, and actually two of them. And yeah, I did get to say my piece about this year, all the hurdles, the fact that it has felt like a sort of an endless Monopoly board of jumping here, jumping there, with very little result. I can't be a very good Monopoly player. And actually, finally, we have come to the point where they have recognised that accessing services in the usual way likely isn't the way to go for Tristan, and they're going to try to push for him to be sedated, if that's the right word. yeah, put under so he can have these medical tests. So yeah, I breathe a sigh of relief. It will be really, really interesting to see how long that takes to actually organise. But it feels at this stage that, yeah, I'm really glad that services now are beginning to sort of come in line with what I said a long, long time ago. It's sort of felt like I've said it and said it and said it, and yet services have needed to see what I've been saying, and finally they've seen it. So that's a bit of progress. Also, Tristan's going to be offered some more time in terms of having a carer, and we're going to be looking at agencies that are outside of Tristan's school. And yeah, I'm going to try to see if I can get a male carer for him, because I do feel that will be just much better all round. Yeah, better for the carer, so that if anything does happen, likely they may feel more physically equipped. And also, like I said, just the role modelling side, because sometimes Tristan will come out of the bathroom half naked and things, and I do really feel quite uncomfortable about a woman, or particularly a young woman, taking care of that. But yeah, that's where we are.